Don't nobody want to be.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Got an open man, it's Devin Hester. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for it with Emmett. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Saquon Barkley deep to return. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he's going to be out of It's right at midfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Up the middle with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
No touch it. No touch it. No touch.
Hurts. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
For the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Wentz now to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Wentz going to throw. Got his man. It's Dortch. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Wentz. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Here, it was the
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan.
This halftime lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Scow to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case,
there he goes, right side. Saquon Barkley, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. There's a short one caught by Uzama. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Go. Listen.
This one taken in by Hester. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Over the middle, this one into the hands of Hester. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Wentz. To the left side and caught by Hester. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
Here we go. Back. What's your son?
Throwing now is Wentz. There's a short, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In motion left, the tight end. Throwing is Wentz. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Carson Wentz A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Dolphins offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he rifles one incomplete. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fighting his way through contact.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 12. A minute 39 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now Wentz.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Wentz to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Wentz.
That pass completed to Dortch. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
To throw is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
A handoff to Barkley.
And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Play action, here's Hurts. That one complete to McConkey.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Lad McConkey,
35 yards.
And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Quarterback, wait a minute. One bite at a time.